Who is your favorite Doki Doki Literature Club character? That's a question that I'm genuinely curious about because there is really only one correct answer and I'm wondering how many of you know that answer. Let me know down in the comments who your favorite Doki Doki Literature Club character is and let's see how many of you are actually cultured. Anyway, let's jump right into the video because I love this game so much. Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Siri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Oh jeez, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayuri off of her. Sayuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Sayuri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayuri? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard of anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't heard either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just has something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's just not true. That's true. No, it's not. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? Wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case... I won't let you down, Aspect-chan. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry, I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share something once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayuri's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Opinion on eggnog? Never really had an experience with it. We don't have eggnog here actually. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I'd probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayuri's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival's our only chance to... is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. It doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with something, the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out something that gets people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do things to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayuri is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Oh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Natsuki, you're always hungry, for fuck's sake. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayuri is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayuri can point her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wah! I opened my eyes to find Series filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. No! I need to finish watching Sword Art Online. Come on, Sayuri. Have mercy. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayuri, but I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. Let's give me the benefit of the doubt. Look, Sayuri, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayuri glances around at herself. I love how she takes it so literally. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayuri's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. There's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayuri. What do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Huh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh, I love this shot. It makes no sense though. Like, this looks like it was filmed with like one of those cameras that has like a fisheye lens. That's what this kind of looks like. It's like, look how close her face is, and then look how far down her feet are. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Huh? Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you right anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Yeah. Anyway, you look so much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayuri's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ooh. It's not worth it at all. Sayuri hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! Sayuri puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. That's because I secretly am your boyfriend, love. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayuri. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Aspect-chan, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayuri still tries to retrieve her poem. Who should I show my poem to first? So, I'm stuck between Sayuri and Natsuki because my poem turned out like a 50-50. You know what I think I'm gonna do? When I get up to that part, I'm gonna I'm gonna save it at the choice. And then I'm gonna first do the friend choice. If it's bad, I'll load up the save again and then do the love routes, which I know is like, well, it's not wholesome, but you get what I mean. Like, I don't want Sayuri to be like, well, I love you, but don't you love me back? And then, like, I don't know, crying or something. I might actually go for Monica first, because maybe she can give me advice on who would prefer this poem more. Because it is like a 50-50. Hi again, Aspect-chan. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright. I like this one. It makes me think of something. Okay, Sayuri. This was still a Sayuri poem, despite me choosing a lot of Natsuki options. Is that so? You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? Wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we're maybe good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Save it right there. And then main menu. Let's load her. How do you do that? Exit DLC. Yes. Files. Characters. Monica. Unable to open. Unknown file type. Fuck. I can't open any of them. I can't open her. Files. Why can I not open her? I can't open any of them. Am I supposed to have installed something that I didn't install? Or is this just supposed to be like that? Like, I don't get it. You can use the skip button to fast forward through the text you've already read. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. Ooh, wait. Hold on. I have an idea. I still have, yeah, the original. What if we do this? What if we go to the original Doki, and then in here, characters, Monica, and then more apps. Open it in Photoshop, I guess. See what that does. What the hell is this? That looks like a QR code. Let's see. No, it doesn't do anything. No, it doesn't work. It's not a QR code. Literally doesn't. Like, I'm trying it with my phone right now. Yeah, it's nothing. It's just blank. What the fuck? Is there even like something in here, or is this just like, I can't tell if this is even supposed to be like that. Like, is this intentional? I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to get what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. It's a code? Oh. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, it's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to say, something unexpected might happen. Here we are, 2 hours in and we're already breaking the fourth wall. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, she's already freaking out. Okay, so it's a Sayuri poem, so let's do her first. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Aspect-chan. Eh? I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem. Ugh. You're too honest sometimes, Sayuri. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Sayuri, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's an Aspect-chan poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayuri hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayuri. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure exactly how that works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you wanna write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri. Well, I like happy the most. When you have a little rain cloud over your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayuri, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Aspect-chan. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh, here we go. Bottles. Up off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams, little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like bundles of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's hard and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with a lot of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps, it doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends took a look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pulled them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. Siri, did you really write all this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this, coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kinda creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten really passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayuri's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. What if this is one of those times? But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's do Natsuki now, because I left her out last time. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayuri's poem from yesterday. You think so? Well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you may be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayuri has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? That's just mean, come on, bro. Like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we'd take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. I think I remember this one. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders, that's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always hear her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Jeez, that's a bit morbid. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. Hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks might... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. Or whether to be easier to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, that make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Should I show? Okay, well, let's just do Yuri now. Let's see what you've written for today. This is a pretty good aspect shot. Were you influenced by seeing everyone's writing styles yesterday? I guess you could say that. I was also a bit surprised by how differently everyone writes. So I respect you for trying new things. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. Very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. Well, an example of that if you'd like to hear it, of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its face and reflects that much more light of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eye of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement, a rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what the poem is about. That's right. It's a bit more closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. I can't speak anymore. Yeah, if I take that at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Did Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Eh? She did? Yeah. I was talking about how it doesn't matter that you're into it as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have a lot in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies, but I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weakness, I probably wouldn't hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could just come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Oh, Yuri, you worry way too much. Bars. We managed to come up with a brilliant idea for this festival, but what that is, you will unfortunately have to find out in the next episode. I will be doing this weekly, so it will not take long until the next one is released. I hope you guys are enjoying the series as much as I am, because oh my god, I love this game so much, like unironically. Like, I've always had a soft spot for Doki Doki, but the idea that there's also side stories that we're gonna get to, oh my god, they are so good. Like, I actually already played a few of them on stream like months ago, because these streams are kind of old. And like, I've already played like half of them, and I can reassure you, they are so worth it. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to let me know with a like right down below. See you guys tomorrow for the live stream, because if you don't know, I live stream on Twitch every Tuesday and every Saturday. Until next time, Doki Doki forever!